it's Dusti Martin with Platinum Living Realty, just dropping in to give you your Cave Creek Carefree monthly market update for the month of June. It's currently July 9th, 2020, so let's just jump right into it. All right, our active listings are down 34.4% over last year. A lot of that has to do with the coronavirus and everybody being locked down and not having, not wanting, I should say, people to be in their homes. But that's kind of started to ease up. Our problem now is not having enough people willing to sell their property that they got at a good price several years ago. They've got an okay rate and they're comfortable with their payments. So that compared with the fact that there's not a whole lot of inventory, there's not a lot of reasons for them to move because there's nothing on the market that makes it make sense for them right now. So our active listings are down, like I said, 34.4%. We're currently sitting at 181 between both Cave Creek and Carefree. And then our sold listings are down 13.9%. Part of that has to do with the fact that we have about half as much inventory as we did this time last year. So our median sale price per square foot is actually up 14.4%. A lot of that has to do with the supply and demand, the fact that there's just not enough inventory to go around. So we're currently sitting at $223.11 per square foot, which, like I said, is up almost 15% over last year. Our month supply is also really far down. We're at 2.08 months, so 2 months of supply, meaning if no other homes came on the market in 8 weeks, we'd be sold out. And that's down 23.9% over last year. Our median days on market is actually up 13.6%. A lot of that has to do with the fact that a lot of the homes in Cave Creek and Carefree are higher end or considered the luxury market. And so therefore, with the coronavirus and the little blip we had with the liquidity issues, making it harder to get jumbo loans, some of our stuff did sit on the market a little bit longer. So our median days on market is up to 50 days. But the last couple of weeks, we've been having our jumbo loans come back into the marketplace and people are starting to shop for those higher end luxury homes again. So hopefully next year will be more promising. So we're currently sitting at 50 days, which actually isn't bad considering all things. In a normal stable market for the median home price, 90 days would be considered an even stable market. And we're currently sitting at 50. So the news isn't all that bad when you consider what it would normally be compared with. So given the fact that an average transaction is going to take you about 30 days, 35 days, in about 2-3 weeks, your home, if priced and marketed appropriately, will sell, which is good news for everybody. So let's move over to our breakdown by months of supply by price range. So like I said, overall for both cities is 2 months supply overall, regardless of type of home or price point. We don't actually have any data between the $0 to $100,000 mark, and that's because there are no actual listings in that price range. Therefore, we can't compute the demand. When we get to the $100,000 to $200,000 price range, you're talking about some of those small condos here in town. There's only 3 of them, only demand for about 1 of them. So you're sitting at about a 1 month supply, 3-month supply. Still a seller's market. It's just not as white hot as others. I expect that to change, especially once the weather cools down and a lot of our snowbirds come back and they want those smaller places that are lower maintenance. Our $200,000 to $300,000 price range is white hot. There's only 3 available, but there's a demand for 4. So we're at 0.75 month supply, meaning less than 1 month or really only 3 weeks. That is white hot. That is almost something that we can't really keep up with. But our $300,000 to $500,000 price range is pinched even harder. And they're currently sitting at 0.44, meaning less than 2 weeks of supply. So it is white hot. There's only about 16 properties available last month with a demand of about 36 buyers. So you're looking 3 to 1 and you're going to be having bidding wars on any of those. And just keep in mind, this is assuming the house is priced appropriately. If you get to the $500,000 to $700,000 mark, we're at 1.55 months supply. And that, again, still under 2 months supply. So you're still white hot there, and things are really flying off the market. And that's great for the higher end market. Keep in mind, anything under 4 months is considered a seller's market. 4 to 7, you're looking at even stable market. And then anything over 8 is a buyer's market. So moving on to the $700,000 to $1 million price range, you're at a 5.33 month supply. Now, keep in mind the jumbo loans just barely came back. So I expect next month's numbers to be better for that price range, but currently at 5.33, you're no longer in the seller's market. So if you need to sell now, you need to make sure that your home is priced below, in line or below with the comps that have sold in recent weeks. And keep in mind, though, that's not bad news. Just because it's not a seller's market doesn't mean it's a buyer's market either. So just keep that in the back of your mind. The $1 to $3 million mark is doing amazing right now. We are at a 7.13 months of supply. Little tongue twisted today. We're at 7.13 months of supply. Not quite a buyer's market. Remember, anything 8 months or more is a buyer's market, so it's still considered even stable. And like I said, our jumbo loan market just came back. So depending on what's out there and what's available will determine what things look like going forward. And then our $3 million or more price range right now doesn't have any data. There's currently 9 of those homes available between Cave Creek and Carefree, and no buyers to actually measure them. So we don't have enough data to compute there, but that's okay because we didn't have any data last year because that price range is actually kind of rare for Cave Creek and Carefree. If you guys have any questions or have had any thoughts of selling, go ahead and visit my website, DustiMartinRealtor.com, or give me a call at 480-717-9405. I would love to talk to you. I have buyers in my database, and as we just discussed, not enough listings whatsoever. So like I said, give me a call and I'd be happy to help. Have a great day, guys. See you next month. Bye.